Welcome back to After Dark. We're playing Black Mirror. We're currently standing in Murray's pawn shop, the man everyone thinks is a total scumbag. I guess we're about to find out. We're here to get the toner for Dr. Hines so we can develop the photos of those strange symbols that we found at the crime scenes. And also, maybe he'll give us the strange artifact, because we can't seem to find Henry the Gardener's bill of sale. But we'll see how that goes. Let's talk to Murray.
Good morning. How can I help you?
Dr. Herman told me I could get some photographic toner here. Have you got any?
You're lucky. I've still got a couple of bottles left. I don't go to town every day, you see. Here it is.
Thanks. A few days ago, a man pawned a certain object here. An article similar to this one.
I remember Henry pawned something that looked like that. Yes, that's true.
I'd like to redeem the object.
Certainly, sir. It's £35. And I require the bill of exchange with the owner's signed agreement, of course.
I'll give you the money, but you see, I haven't got that bill.
Sir, surely you know that I cannot return any pawned object without the corresponding bill of exchange.
I can understand why you do not want to release it without the bill, but I will pay for it.
I'm sorry, that's the rules.
That object is very important to me. I am willing to pay a special price.
That's possible, but how fair would it be to the owner if I sold their property to somebody else within the pawn period? According to the rules, the object belongs to them until the expiration date of the note has been passed.
Murray, Henry can't possibly redeem it.
How do you know that?
He's dead.
Dead? I'm truly sorry to hear that, but I'm afraid the owner's death changes nothing. The person who presents a valid bill of exchange and pays the designated price can redeem the object at any time then.
Please try to understand that I haven't got it. Wouldn't the money be enough?
I'm sorry. You can wait until the pawn period expires.
That's not an option.
In that case, I'm afraid I can't help you, sir.
Positive answer?
I know you would break the rules, but who could possibly find out? I am willing to pay triple the price for it.
Triple, you say? No, that's quite impossible. I don't want to lose my license because of your offer. Although I've got to admit it's very decent.
So how much money do I need to convince you?
It seems you don't understand me. I'm not going to do this for any price you could possibly offer to pay. This pawn shop is all I have, and I'm not going to risk losing it.
But who would know about our deal? We can keep it between the two of us.
Sorry, I'm not changing my position. No bill of exchange translates to no release.
Very well then. If I bring the bill and pay the holding price, will you give it to me?
Of course I will.
I thought he was more into money. I must find Henry's bill of exchange, no matter what. Murray isn't going to give me anything without it. Bye.
That was a lot of talking. To essentially illustrate one point, he will not give it to me without the bill of exchange. So, that's not going to work for us. But we do have the toner. So, let's head back to Herman's house. And let's give this to him.
Yes?
Samuel Gordon, please let me in, Doctor. I need to speak to you.
Yes, come in. I am downstairs, in the morgue.
We'll have to skip this conversation in future parts because we have to go through that every single time we want to come down here. Okay. So, let's give him the toner.
I would like to ask you about something, Dr. Herman.
Go ahead, Gordon.
I have that toner for you. So, can you develop my film now?
Why not? But come back later. I have to finish my work before I can do the pictures. What is so important about this film that you have come to me with it?
You will see that for yourself, Doctor. They may be important, or they may be completely useless.
So now we actually do have to wait. I don't exactly know what the trigger is, but last time I played this game I had to like wander around for a significant amount of time to come back.
I cannot take the keys while Herman is watching me. I cannot take the keys.
So yeah, we have to create a distraction to be able to take the keys, because remember we want to get into Henry's personal effects to see if the bill exchange is in there. So let's go back to town and see if there's someone that can possibly help us with a little deception here. All right. The gravedigger's here.
I need to talk to you.
Go ahead, but make it quick.
Tell me, did you know Henry Stanton?
No, I didn't. Should I have known him?
Well, he worked as a gardener for us, but he died yesterday.
Sounds like I'll get to meet him soon now. You want anything else? I'm not interested in company.
No, I'll leave you alone.
Okay, let's talk to Harry.
Hello, Harry.
Welcome back, Mr. Gordon. Have you come to get a bite?
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. I know your Bates is not exactly a great cook.
It's not so bad. I have no reason to complain.
All right, if you say so.
Do you remember our conversation yesterday on how nothing ever happens around here?
Sure I do.
Well, unfortunately, something did happen.
Oh, you mean Henry?
How do you know?
Well, news travels around here fast. Poor Henry. He was a good regular. We sure drank a fair amount together.
So how long had you known one another?
Since the time he started working for the manor. Which in fact means the day he arrived here. I remember when he first showed up, all sweaty with a suitcase in each hand. He took no time to order 2 pints right away. I knew right off that we would understand each other.
Did he have any friends in the neighborhood?
Probably not. You see, he was kind of a loner. I don't think he knew anyone else. He used to only come here.
Thanks anyway, Harry.
You're welcome, Mr. Gordon.
Harry, tell me, is Mark reliable?
Well, that depends. He's not exactly a saint, you see. But I reckon he'll do what you tell him for a pound or two.
Okay. Maybe he's our man.
Good morning.
Might be good for you. What do you want?
You said yesterday that you used to help in our garden.
A couple of times, yes.
So you knew Henry, our gardener, right?
Yes. I don't want to talk about him after what has happened.
When did you last speak with him?
Well, yesterday evening. I met him just a short distance off the road to the village.
What time was that exactly?
I don't want to talk about it. I already told you that. I don't feel like getting involved in anything.
I'm not the police. You needn't worry. What did you speak about?
It was just a couple of sentences. I'm not sure.
Was he acting normal? I mean, was he sober?
Yeah, he was, that's for sure. It's true that he used to drink a lot, but he didn't drink every day. And yesterday, he was sober. I would have noticed.
Thanks for telling me.
You're welcome.
So, Henry was still sober in the evening, and they found him drowned at dawn. That doesn't make much sense.
No, it doesn't, and it definitely points to murder.
Tom told me you worked for Dr. Herman from time to time.
Tom tends to have a bit too much to say. I've been unemployed for some time now, so I've been taking what odd jobs are offered to me. I've got to make money somehow, and it sure is better to do stuff for Dr. Herman than that dirty bastard Murray.
Well, I need a certain favor from you. As a matter of fact, it has to do with Dr. Herman.
So what's the deal?
This is what I want you to do.
I'm listening.
I need you to come to his house at a particular time and keep him busy for a couple of minutes. Ring the doorbell and wait until he comes upstairs. Talk about whatever you want. Just keep him there for as long as you can.
Well, I don't quite like that plan, to tell you the truth. It doesn't look exactly innocent, does it? Also, if Herman learned about my getting involved in some scam on him, he'd never hire me again. You better find someone else for this.
Look, I don't expect this for nothing.
And that's supposed to be surprising?
How much does Dr. Herman pay you?
That depends on what he wants from me.
No, you don't understand. I mean, what is the maximum he has ever paid you?
£6 per day, with food, I guess.
I'll give you 10. That's not bad for a couple of minutes, is it?
10? Well, the money is nice, but you see, these days I at least have a sure job from Dr. Herman. No, I can't do it.
All right. I'll give you 20. Take it or leave it.
20? Damn. I haven't had so much money clink in my pocket for quite some time. £20 take home and it's a deal.
10 now and 10 later.
Okay then. What time should I show up?
About a quarter an hour after I leave the pub. Make sure you're on time, otherwise you get nothing.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
I walked quickly to the morgue to get there before Mark. I hope he'll show up on time, as we have agreed.
I certainly hope so, too.
Yes?
Samuel Gore,
Yeah, let's
Yes,
skip all this
come-
stuff.
I am down.
Like I said, we have to get through this conversation every time we want to come here.
Can I speak with you for a moment, Dr. Herman?
Yes, but I told you I have no news. This needs time. So if you keep interrupting me...
No. I'm here because of something else.
Yes?
Well, the thing is...
So what is it you want, Gordon? I do not have the whole day for you.
Where the blazes is that Mark?
Did you say something?
No, you see, I just...
There we go.
Now who could that be? Damn.
Things were getting a tad bit awkward.
Who is there? Wait for me here. I will return shortly.
Of course. You needn't hurry. I thought my blood pressure was going to hit boiling point. Now where's that bloody bill of exchange? Maybe I should start with his table.
Alright, here we go. So now we can actually finally take a look at Henry. Although there doesn't seem to be a whole lot we can see here. Nothing to click on, at least. But now we can get the keys. That will allow us to get into the dumpster out back.
Key to the garbage container at the front of the morgue is in this bundle. I wonder what Herman was disposing of so quickly. It must be the large one. The other keys are small. I can't pick it up right now. Herman would surely notice.
Why? He's not here.
The key to the...
Why? Herman's not here. Well, let's head, let's go in this box.
There's a label with Henry's name on this box. Henry's Bill of Exchange. Excellent.
So he did have it after all.
I've examined it thoroughly. It no longer contains anything of importance. I don't need anything else from it.
Okay. Let's have a look at this drawer. A brain.
Is this what I think it is?
A microscope.
An old microscope.
Nothing else. Piece of imprint plastic. Exactly. Okay.
A piece of plastic for making imprints. It could come in handy.
That's what we need.
Lots of things, but nothing I'd need.
Okay. So, we need to take this imprint plastic and use it on the keys.
I made an imprint of the key in the plastic. Herman is returning. I can hear him on the steps.
Are you looking for something in particular?
No, of course not. Well, I've never been to a morgue before. I'm just curious.
You have some odd interests, I can see that. What were we talking about?
I've forgotten completely. It can't have been anything important.
So be it then. I do not have the time to be talking to you constantly. No offense intended.
Oh, it should be me who's apologizing. I won't disturb you any longer. See you, Doctor.
Goodbye, Gordon.
I'm sure I will be bothering you later. Okay. So now we need to head back to town. Mark seems to be our man for quite a few tasks here. Because now we need to talk to him about another job.
May I bother you for a moment?
Well, if you must. But not for long. I've been getting some good hands.
I can see you wasted little time spending my money.
It's mine now, and I'll spend it however I want.
I have no problem with that.
Did you have enough time to do what you needed?
Yes, I did. But maybe you could have rung a bit earlier.
What were you doing down there anyway?
That's none of your business, really.
Yeah, I've got no problem with that. If you need something again, you know where to look for me.
Maybe I need to get the idea from Harry first.
How can I help you?
I want to ask about something.
Yeah.
Harry, you know everyone around here. Would you happen to know someone who can make a key?
Well, I'm not sure if he's the man for the job, but Mark here has a few skills. Just ask him.
All right. Thanks.
Mark's our man again.
What is it you want this time?
It won't take long.
Okay, I'm listening.
I need someone to make a key for me. Harry said you can do it.
A key's no problem. Give me the original and I'll bring it back with a copy in a little while. And it's for free. I'll just assume it's part of our deal today.
Trouble is, I only have an imprint.
That's going to be a lot harder. I've never tried it with an imprint before. Just give it to me and pick up the result in an hour or so. I'll see what I can do.
Good. Here it is.
See you later.
See you later. Okay. So now we've got time to kill with Dr. Herman developing our photographs and Mark making our key. So in the meantime, let's head to the pawn shop and turn in this bill of exchange and finally get this damn artifact.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'd like to redeem the object we talked about, Murray.
Surely you remember you must present a valid bill of exchange.
Don't worry. I have it. Here.
Yes. Everything seems to be all right. It's £40, sir.
Didn't you say 35 at first?
Oh, you're right. Excuse me, I've made a mistake.
Liar.
Sure.
You little swindler.
I'll go get it for you right away.
I guess everyone was right. He was trying to cheat me out of some money there. Take your time, Murray. It's not like I have things to do.
Bye.
Bye. So here we have a strange object and a strange object. This one has a hole. This one has an indent. Let's see if they fit together. Well, look at that.
The parts have clicked into one another.
Yep, and now there's another indent on top. We seem to be missing another piece.
The parts have...
So, let's now check on Dr. Herman's progress. Let's see if he has our pictures ready for us. If not, we might have to wander around a bit.
Have you developed that film for me?
Not yet, Gordon.
Ugh.
I have work to do. Come back later.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wander around, go through a few screens, and come back. This really is a waiting game. It's very strange, and I don't know what the trigger is. I don't think there is a trigger. It's just how much time you spend wandering around. Same thing for this key. So they're gone if you talk to Harry.
What'll it be, sir?
Have you seen Mark around?
No, he hasn't shown up yet. He's probably got some work to do. Are you looking for him?
Not really. Just asking.
Alright, so I'll cut back when there's actually some stuff to happen. I'm just going to have to wander around.
Have you seen Mark? He was supposed to wait for me here.
Aye, he popped in just a moment ago.
Yay.
But went somewhere right away. But he's left his key for you here.
Thanks.
Perfect. So for this one, all I had to do was exit the door and come back a couple times. And that seemed to have worked. So let's pop back to Herman's house and get in this dumpster. And then maybe after that, he will be done with the developing of the pictures. One can only hope. That's not
The
right.
stink of decaying flesh is forcing tears into my eyes. Disgusting.
This just doesn't seem right, does it?
Tied up bags, oozing blood. I'm not touching that.
I don't blame you, Samuel.
Human remains. Shouldn't they be buried deep in the ground?
Yes, they should. I don't think Hines is, I don't think he's on the level. But we now have Henry's clothes. Let's inspect them.
The pockets are empty, but I feel something hard inside. The
Well, can I take it out?
The pockets are empty, but I feel something hard.
Oh, yes. I need to take my rook and cut it open.
The gem has perfectly smooth edges.
There was a diamond inside, and guess where this fits?
All the parts have clicked together perfectly.
We now have a completed strange object.
All the parts.
And, so Henry was keeping secret that he had a gem that he took off of the piece that he sold to Murray. Let's see if he's ready.
Yes?
Doctor?
Yes?
Doctor, have you got those photos ready for me?
Sure, I have put them on top of the sink over there.
Thank God.
Thanks for your time.
On top of the sink. There we go. A box with photographs.
I'll put the pictures in my diary.
Okay. So now we've stored the pictures.
The symbols are much alike, only with a different symbol in the center.
Perfect. That looks good. Now, if I can remember correctly, I think we are now ready to head to the vicarage. Hopefully the father is in now. Certainly appears to be. The door's open. Let's have a look around here. A stone tablet.
The church was built during the reign of Marcus Gordon the Merciful in 1230. Let this parish lead people to goodness of soul and trust in our Lord.
We have a grate.
The grate is locked.
Okay, so we have a rear part to the altar. Let's go to the rear part first. Large candlestick.
The light of the candles is reflecting in the arch.
This place is cool. I like it. To the altar. Confessional.
This is where I took confession after the Holy Communion many years ago.
Believer.
I don't want to disturb them.
What else can we look at? Altar.
A fleece with golden knitting covers the holy altar table.
And an opened book.
Holy writing, all Latin.
Okay. Let's talk to Father Frederick then.
Father Frederick,
Yes?
can I speak with you?
Certainly, my son. I am listening.
I am Samuel Gordon.
It has been a long time since we last met, but I still remember you.
I would like to thank you for what you said at the funeral.
You need not thank me. It was the least I could do for William.
Lots to talk about.
Father, may I make a confession?
Of course. Would you like to do so now?
No, I meant later.
Such things should not be put off. Believe me.
I'll come back later. I promise. Tell me, Father, what do you know about Marcus Gordon?
He was a great man of his time. The exact opposite of his older brother. Mordred was a cruel antichrist. He would torture and abuse the innocent in mock trials. Thank God he didn't rule for long. Marcus convinced the peasants to rise and revolt, and they succeeded in overthrowing his reign. You can be proud to be of his blood, my son.
I've heard they used to execute heretics in the attic here a long time ago.
According to the chronicles, the trials would have taken place exactly above where we are standing now.
A strange place to build a church, don't you think?
It was Marcus Gordon, your ancestor, who had the church built. He wanted to at least partially atone for the sins and injustice that occurred here. I believe he chose the right path.
Father, I'd like to talk with you about William.
May he rest in peace. What is it that bothers you, my son?
I know he came here often.
Yes, just like many other people who confess regularly to relieve their souls.
But I also know he came here at night. Can you tell me about that?
Well, since it is you, I guess that I can. He kept asking me to let him into the old belfry. He was very insistent, and in the end, I fulfilled his wish.
Have you any idea what he was looking for in there?
I have not. He wanted to be alone, and I respected that. He always spent a lot of time in there, and then left exhausted. I really do not know anything more.
Have a look at this, Father. Have you any idea as to what it could be?
I'm afraid I haven't. It's very old, I would say. Other than that, I'm sorry. I really have no clue.
Father, I would like to ask you for a favor. I'm interested in having a look around the old belfry.
But my son, the belfry is closed to the public. Why do you want to go there?
I'm afraid I can't explain it at the moment, but it is very important. Believe me.
All right, then. I will make an exception, then. But just for this once.
Thank you.
Follow me, please. I will leave you alone. I have to return to the church and serve others.
Of course, Father. Thank you.
Please tell me when you are done, so that I can lock the grate again.
Of course. I have to figure out how William entered Marcus's tomb. I will not leave before I discover the entrance.
Okay, now we search for Marcus's tomb. It's got to be here somewhere. Let's start inspecting the room for clues here. We got a rope.
It is very firm, though quite old. The trailing part is very worn, probably by human hands. Perhaps they used it to ring the bell. Who knows?
Follow the stairs.
The circular stairs lead to the belfry. I have no reason to go there.
Pictures.
Several old pictures and a dusty inventory are lying in the shadows. I can't see anything interesting there.
Okay, window.
How many eyes over time have looked through this greyish glass? The window reveals a dismal view of the old graveyard.
Another picture.
A picture of the Madonna.
Large gate.
It leads to the rear part of the graveyard. The gate is locked from the other side. It can't be opened. There's no lock on it.
Okay. Guess that's it. So the final thing is an opening right here.
Its shape resembles that of the stone object.
Well, good. Well, look at that. An altar just popped up.
This must be what William wrote about in his diary. I have to figure out how it works.
Yes, so I'll explain how it works. On the north, south, and east and west of this puzzle, east and west you'll see a white crystal, north and south a black crystal. And the ones in the middle, well, they call it stones, I guess. The black stones are currently in the east and west, and the white stones are in the north and south. We have to switch all of their positions, and then have the red stone in the middle. So, it's a sliding puzzle, essentially. So, basically, we need to get everything switched to the other side. So let's see how we'll start this. Okay, looking good so far. We got 3 white stones lined up here. That's good. Here we go. This took me a lot longer than I thought.
The right combination at last.
That was about 10 minutes, it felt like. But there we go. What changed?
I've used it to call the altar. I've used it to...
Yeah? Oh, the carpet's now clickable. Well, look at that.
The air in here is barely breathable.
Well, we found something.
It's the same as the one upstairs.
Well, let's see if we can take it. And let's see what that does for us here.
It's the same as...
Yep.
Damn! What was that? Entrance has closed. I must open it somehow.
Well, we're stuck now.
The path is closed. There's no getting out that way. With hope, there's another exit somewhere.
A torch.
It's entirely decayed. Useless.
Cave in?
Part of the ceiling has collapsed here. The tomb is very old.
Okay. Well, nothing left to do except continue this puzzle. Let's look at the carved lettering.
Shall wisdom be your way? The Saint 4, the year of the Lord, 1243.
Okay. Let's look at this old book.
The pages are well preserved. I'll have a look.
It can't be seen, but it can be heard. It will not speak unless it's spoken to.
So now we have riddles that we have to solve. It can't be seen, but it can be heard. It will not speak unless it's spoken to. I think, if I remember correctly, I'm just going to put in the solution slowly so you have time to guess if you are trying to guess. But I think this is the answer.
It works.
Echo.
Shall wisdom be your way?
Alright, let's do the next one.
Cities without houses, rivers without water, forests without trees.
This one, the book, William's Diary, gives us the answer. Which, if you recall, was map. Two down, two to go.
Black when bought, red when used, grey when thrown out.
That one. Again, I'll give you a chance as I put in these letters. Coal. And let's look at the final book.
The more you take away, the larger it grows.
The more you take away, the larger it grows. The more you take away, the larger it grows. I honestly don't recall this one. The more you take away, the larger it grows? I'm not sure about this one. I actually had to look this one up. Whole. The more you take away, the larger it grows. I don't know about that one. But we got it done.
The grave of Marcus Gordon himself.
We finally found it. Let's have a look at the tomb. We did what William couldn't.
Marcus, the first Gordon.
And look what he has. He has one of our keys.
This must be the key William wrote about in his diary. The first of the 5.
We got it. The first key, and we have a book.
There is no man today who would remember the origin of the Gate of the Two Worlds, the Black Mirror. This record shall be a warning to all who blindly long for power, not hesitating to stray from the path of fate, exposing their soul to dark forces. Mordred, the lord of our manor, an amoral, evil man, plagued the people of these lands for many long years, with his ill nature and hatred. His power, however, was soon ended by Marcus, newly returned from the battles with the disbelievers in distant lands. Well acquainted with the habits of his enemy, Mordred made meticulous preparations to withstand the attack of his brother. Realizing that not even the strong walls of the castle could hold against the onslaught forever, he descended into the underground of the chapel. There, he opened within its heart the Black Mirror, and urged the entities of shadow to help prevent his doom. He was not the only one, however, to know of the secret corridors below the castle. By the hand of fate, the balance of power began to lean towards Mordred's side. There was not much time left. Watching his men die around him, Marcus understood what had to be done. Overwhelmed by fury, he battled his way through many lines of enemies into the labyrinth of corridors leading to the heart of the underground cathedral. With haste, he took advantage of the momentary surprise and thrust his sword with all his might against his brother. Righteous anger hit its target, and cold steel pierced the black heart of the traitor. Victory was within grasp. Staggering on the edge of a bottomless abyss, Mordred gathered his last ounce of strength and brought forth his final desperate deed. With merciless hatred and zealous rage of his defeat, he pronounced the dark words of the curse. Of your blood, others will rise with your name, bearing my curse. One of your heirs will convert 5 souls of 5 mortals. This will be the catalyst to bring my anger back to life. And I will return. When your days have ended, there will be no one to stop me. Mordred then fell to his knees, and the throat of the Black Mirror closed as he took his terminal breath. In that instant, the whole place was filled by a deafening sound and blinding light, followed by an absolute silence. And one last thing to be done. 4 keys of power were divided by Marcus among the lords of the Gordon manors, the 5th key remaining with Marcus himself. Never again would the keys meet in the hand of a mortal to open the gate between the worlds of good and evil. Such is the story of our Lord, that saved us in the Dark Ages. Let his soul rest in peace forever. Isidore Vale, in memory of Marcus Gordon, 1240 A.D.
Black Mirror. The secret chapel the book mentions must be somewhere below the castle. I'll obtain the 5 keys and finish what William couldn't.
And there we go. That's a lot to unpack, and we'll talk about it in the next episode. This one has gone on long enough. So, thank you very much for joining me. We're still trapped down here, and we're going to have to get out. And we'll figure that out in the next episode. So thank you very much. I'll see you next time. You stay safe out there, and have a good night.